Welcome back, Wolfgang. This show, which I'm about to talk about, is the greatest masterpiece of all time. I have watched many series throughout my life, but never have I watched a show so detailed and intricately written story such that my mind was fucked. You gotta watch the show for sure. This show is called Arcane. The show is so good, it would rival my favorite One Piece for sure. This genre created a standalone show totally based out of a video game so popular you can call Valorant COD a child's play. This game has been there since centuries. League of Legends is one of the greatest OG games that has been there since a long time. This story is based out of it. This story wholly focuses on magic science. The culmination of science and magic is this show's excellence. The story actually blew my mind when people said it won the Best Series award, and I thought it was bogus, obviously. But in retrospect, when I watched the series 1 month ago, it is the greatest story of all time. Now that I've watched the series, I wish I voted it as the best series ever to be made. The main character of the show isn't even the main character. There are so many main characters in the show and no villains, such that it creates so many point of views from everyone's perspective, and it creates a perception of everyone being a villain and no one being a villain. Chapter 1: The Discovery, Watching It, and the Plot. I discovered it when one of my friends told me it is the greatest show that he ever watched and thought it was bullshit. I thought it was bullshit until I watched it 1 month ago, obviously. The first few episodes feel the same. It's the usual nada nada, the story introduction and everything. But as I watched the show and the story continued, one episode changes everything. The father in the show, who is the father of the main character, kind of dies. That's what I thought. But yeah, he dies, and that's when the story becomes the greatest of all time. That's the episode I realized, nah, this ain't no ordinary story. This is a masterclass. The plot begins so quick that even the guy who didn't goon for an year has it thinner than that. The story is so good. One that rivals the story is gonna take some years. Or let's just say one that rivals the story has to have a story so good there's no other competition. Chapter 2: The Score, Characters, and the Animation. The music and the BGM and the score in the show are so good that you could say they are one of the easiest music I've ever listened to, so much that I almost every freaking day listen to it in the gym while working out. The scores are so good, I don't even need a pre-workout to train. They are made with such dedication and are created in such a way that it suits every scene. If there is a scene dedicated, there's a song dedicated to that scene. Coming on to the characters, most intricately written are only 5: Jace, Victor, Vi, Jinx, and Caitlyn. The rest all support characters play a major role in the story, but these 5 make the whole story whole. I have never enjoyed a show more where each character's pain points made so much sense. Each one of them had their own ideas of freedom and freeing their people. Right when I thought Jace might become a villain, he never did, which is surprising. That's what made me pick Jace as my favorite character. While Jace is truly amazing, the story really emphasizes on the sister relation of Vi and Jinx. While Vi tries to save her father, Jinx also tries to help. That's when things take a turn and how the story starts. Jinx and Vi are platonic sisters, I would say. The most platonic sister relation I've ever seen is Jinx and Vi. Both are together and aren't together. they fight so much that they get along equally well. Jinx and Y are the whole plot of the story. How their relationship mends and makes or breaks the whole story is what Arcane is all about. And I would say these five characters who play an exquisite role in the story are pretty much the center of the entire story. The animation goes so well with the characters. Hats off to Netflix team for making the show. It's such a banger of a show. I cannot even lie. I would miss out on a lot if I didn't. I'm late to posting anything nowadays, but this is the first time I felt like it didn't get a proper recognition. This is the greatest animation plot of all time. I don't even care what people say, but it is better than One Piece in story writing. Chapter 3, Conclusion. I thought One Piece was written with such conflicting characters and characterization that it is going to be hard for another one to be created for a long time. But I never imagined a game studio to do that. Hence, if you don't watch the show, please watch it. It makes sense if you watch it. But this show is simply jaw-dropping, thrilling, suspense-filled, world-building. Adjectives that don't even describe it anymore. Completely also makes an amazing sense while you watch it. That's it, guys. Please also comment on what you think about the show. Yeah, Wolf out.